Hello and welcome to PalaceFanTV for our Man City preview game. I'm Jim Daly, and with me I've got from CityWatch, Adam Bailey. Adam, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, Jim. Are you all right, mate?
I'm not too bad, thank you. Not very optimistic about the game at the weekend, so we'll come to that. But my first question is, City's latest game midweek was a 0-0 draw against Everton.
Yes.
How did Everton stop City, and how can Palace stop City? Because they're a team filled with a lot of talented players.
We actually set up very, very well last night. I was very happy with the lineup. I mean, when you've got Navas and Sterling in the team, which is what we needed some natural width, because against Everton at Goodison Park the other week, that's just something we didn't have. So we had the personnel to get behind Everton's back line there. We were killing Baines on their left-hand side. We were killing him. But it's that man, John Stones, mate. He is a brilliant defender, honestly. Sterling's very, very fast. And Sterling took him on the left wing at some point in the second half. And Stones just jogged past him. I don't think it was a case of Everton stopping us. I think they did defend well, but we missed some really, really good chances there. It could have been, they could have scored a couple maybe, but it could have been a 4-2. Tim Howard was good, which has been rare this season. But it was more down to us missing some great chances. Aguero missed a one-on-one that he would have put away on any other day.
Yeah.
Torre had a header that he should have put in the bottom corner. So, as for Palace stopping us, look, I don't feel that you've got a great chance either. I'm afraid, given your away form and that sort of stuff. I know you don't concede too many, but I think you're going to have to just sort of have a blinder. One of your players is going to have to have a blinder, or one of the keepers is going to have to have a blinder.
Well, they do that. I mean, players like Damien Delaney now and then can pull out absolute worldy performances, as Scott Dan's a very good centre-back. But Palace's main problem is a lack of goals. We haven't scored in 4 league games now.
Yeah.
So Palace fans won't be going into this one, especially with our record away at City is not being particularly good. I don't think many will be very confident, but can you offer us any shred of confidence? Where can Palace beat City? Where are the weak points in the City team that Palace could maybe sort of try and break down?
The centre midfield's always a weak point, especially when we play Torre in a 2-man. It wasn't too bad yesterday, but it was always going to be the point where Everton could get through us. There were a few occasions where Barkley broke. Sometimes we dwell on the ball in the centre as well, because we're not the fastest of teams in that centre midfield now. Torre's not the fastest player anymore, and obviously he's not great defensively. So I think in the centre of midfield. Is Balassi still injured?
He's still injured. Yeah,
he's still injured. On the flanks, that's always a weak area for us, especially on the left flank with Kolarov and Clichy. Sanya's been impressive this season, but if I was going to give Palace any hope, if Zaha's playing, is he playing? Will he play?
Yeah, should be. Yeah.
It's always a tricky winger that can do a job on our left back. So counter attack through him and obviously Cabaye getting the better of Torre in the middle, I think would be your best chance of getting something out of that game.
Obviously, the first game between Palace and City this season was at Selhurst. Looked like it was going for a 0-0, and then the young lad pops up at the end. I can't pronounce his name, so I'm not even going to try and do it. With a late goal. What did you learn? What did you learn from the Palace side that day?
That you've definitely got a chance of finishing in the top 6 in this league. That was always going to be our toughest fixture of those first sort of 5 games. That was the win that I was most impressed with, because You've got some great results this season, and Pardew won manager of the year, did he?
I'm not sure, but he's up for manager of the month now for December.
He won some sort of award, and in those sort of first 5 games, I thought, Palace could definitely get in the top 6 here. So from what I learned from that game was that, it's a very different situation now for me than it was after those first 5 games. I thought after those first 5, it was our league. We were running away with it. Beating teams like Chelsea, who I didn't know were going to be so awful back then, Everton and Palace. I thought, these teams are going to be strong this year. But I mean, you've sort of stayed up there though. I mean, you've had some poor results in the last you've not won in 4, have you?
No, yeah.
So, but I still think the top 6 is there for you. I mean, it's definitely going to be a top half finish, isn't it?
Well, we hope so. Yeah, that's certainly what we're aiming for. But it's a weird season, isn't it? Because I mean, we're into January. Leicester are still up there. Palace is still up there. West Ham are knocking on the door. It's a weird season. Do you think you're going to win the league or not? Because the more it rumbles on, anything could happen.
If we don't win the league, I hope to God that Leicester do. Because it would be brilliant. It would be a brilliant spectacle. I can't be doing with the reaction from Arsenal fans if they win it.
Yeah, but if they win it, then it'll be the caveat of having won it, almost by default, or when it was the worst / most competitive Premier League ever.
I think Arsenal will win it. I just don't see. I mean, we got criticised for consistency last night. We were actually very, very good last night. Should have won, but we just don't seem to be getting the results at the moment. And we need to be winning the home games like that, especially. I mean, we created 22 chances, 49 crosses. And it's a case of taking chances, and our backline's just not good enough. I mean,
do you think there might be, in that case, do you think Saturday might be a bit of looking for a reaction, from a frustrating result like that?
Yeah, and it's, with all due respect, it's a nice little fixture for us, given that we've just drawn against Everton. We're at home again, and that Palace are on a bit of a bad run. I think the win's there for us. I think it's a nice little one to get back on track. But you never know in this league. You could come and do us. You could.
And it is the sort of result, actually, that on paper looks like it should be a home win. And those are the kind of results that Palace traditionally quite like, didn't they? Palace like being the underdog.
Yeah. But, I think, over the last few seasons, Palace have had a pretty poor record at the Etihad. So...
Well, should we do a prediction? Should we? What do you think the score's going to be?
I think it's going to be 3-0 to us.
Wow. Okay.
I am really optimistic about it. But you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if there was a draw, a loss, in this season. But no, I'll go with City win.
I think you'll win, but I think it'll be closer. I think 2-1, 2-1, 2-0, something like that. I think. But I think Palace fans are hoping just for a good performance. If we put in a good performance, that'll be be good. Anyway, look, Adam, thanks for chatting, mate. I enjoyed that. That was great.
Yeah, no worries, mate. Thanks a lot.
Good man, and best of luck for the rest of the season, apart from Saturday, of course. But, all
and you too.
Thank you very much. Cheers. Well, you can check out CityWatch. There'll be a link below the video, and don't forget to subscribe for more PalaceFanTV videos. Drop a comment below. What's the score going to be? Is Adam right? Is it going to be 3-0, or are Palace going to get a famous victory at the Etihad? And don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Snapchat as well. And we'll see you again soon. Cheers.